Hello, everybody. Thank you for clicking on. It was the night before indictment, and all through the land, not attorney was found whom Trump they could stand. Trump indictment tomorrow, federal courthouse in Miami, and according to NBC News, the former president who will be indicted tomorrow then is going to be delivering remarks at a fundraiser in Bedminster, New Jersey. So I don't know. Is that what most people indicted do? Speaking of the indictment, it's going to be at the Wilkie D. Ferguson Jr. Courthouse, and plenty of green area, as you can see over here. And as we pan out, you will notice something. Lots of green area over here, lots of pavement, lots of pavement, lots of pavement. Green areas over here, lots of places for people. And the top of the building is, yes, the top of the building is indeed in the shape of a boat. So here is a layout of the general area. The Wilkie Courthouse here, Northwest 1st Avenue, Northwest 5th Street, North Miami Avenue, and Courthouse Center, Powerhouse Gymnasium right next door. As we said, plenty of green area out in here, as well as cemented areas and trees, and it's just, I hope it is well policed, and an overwhelming number of police presence tomorrow. All right, let's run down the Twitter bookmark real quick. And let's just start with this, one of the latest, actually the latest thing to come in. I've been trying to run this thing, trying to record this, but stuff just kept coming in that I had to add.
Bitch, you non-American motherfucker, get the fuck out of here. My fucking grandfather died for that flag. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You strike me and I'll fucking you strike me. You strike me. You strike me. I got something in my pocket. My grandfather died for that flag. I was in the military. I was in the military. I was in the military. You best take your ass back. I got something. Listen, out of here. I got something right here. I got something. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go to the side. Go to the side. That's fine. All right. He's a guy. Okay. Follow him. Go to the side.
That comes from freedomnews.tv, and once again, the night before the indictment. This popped up, and I just had to share it with you all. Obama was too scared to run against Trump because he knew Trump would destroy him. That's why Obama retired. Actually, it was constitutional, but, let's not let facts get in the way of a good story. This comes from Chris Christie. Also, again, just came in at the last moment, and let's just listen to this.
It makes me feel even more important. I'm just telling you, I've known him for 22 years. The only thing he understands is force. The only thing he understands is coming right at him and making your case. And if these other candidates don't want to do it, the American people and Republican primary voters have to start to understand this. When did we get to the point where we're always blaming our adversaries for the weakness of our candidates? Oh, it's the Democrats' fault. It's DOJ's fault. It's this person's fault. It's the media's fault. How about it's his? He hasn't won a damn thing since 2016. 3-time loser. 2018, we lost the House. 2020, we lost the White House. We lost the United States.
Oh, well, You get the gist. Sorry about that little technical glitch there, not getting to finish this. A meme. We love you, Donald. Every one of us would gladly sacrifice our lives for you. The feeling's mutual. I would gladly sacrifice all your lives for me too. Marjorie Taylor Greene states that every American already has equal rights. The Pride movement is not about rights for gay people anymore. It's become a symbol of aggression that should be concerning to all Americans. And according to her, this is an evil, perverted, and hypersexualized agenda that is targeting kids, and it must end. Those were the words of Marjorie Taylor Greene. This is how I originally wanted to start out the Twitter bookmarks tonight. Video shows beachgoers amazed to see a black bear swimming alongside them in Destin, Florida, run out of the ocean, and then start scampering off. Where are all of these bears coming from? Black bears being on the loose in Washington, D.C., in New Jersey, I believe, and now in the ocean off of Destin, Florida. This in from the Flat Earth Society. The Flat Earth Society has members all around the globe. They evidently do not see the irony. I hope that you all do. Former Republican Congressman Jim Bridenstine at a DeSantis rally. I'll just let you listen to what he has to say.
Together we would take a shower in the basement, and we had a daily meeting when we took showers in the basement. Am I allowed to say that?
Let's get all of that, okay?
He lived in his office like I lived in my office, and together we would take a shower in the basement, and we had a daily meeting when we took showers in the basement. Am I allowed to say that? He lived in his office like I...
Sure, dude. Let your freak flag fly and let us know the truth about DeSantis. It's okay. You know, it's not like you're going to be judged by members of your party or something. Oh, wait. Okay. This is one of those, yeah, you're a real bad person. Not afraid of anything until that moment. That moment right there. All right. Again, 'twas the night before the indictment. We've seen this guy once already. I wasn't anticipating him being in the feed twice, but once again, thanks to Freedom News TV and Scootercaster. Scootercaster just became a mom recently and is back doing her thing, and we do appreciate her. Here's the dude we heard earlier.
A lot of my family blood spilled for this country. I'm not going to let it go to waste. I'm not. I refuse. I did 19 years here as a federal agent in Dade County. I'm just not going to let this country go to waste. And right now it's going to waste. Well, if he gets indoctrinated, January 6th is going to look like a playground. It's going to look like a playground. From the inside voices that I hear, from all the militias and everything else, it's going to be a playground. But if they want to fight, bring it. I mean,
Nobody wants to fight. I mean, I shouldn't say that because there are a whole lot of what we would call you all that want to fight, about 14% roughly. And the other 86% really don't want to fight, would rather go ahead and live. And quite honestly, a lot are really just kind of sick and tired, kind of fed up with all of it. That's because of the one person. But anyway, whistleblower, this I want to point out, whistleblower reality winner was denied bail after she was arraigned for releasing to the media one intelligence report about Russia interference in the 2016 elections. In contrast, Trump will be freed on bail and allowed to host the first fundraiser for his 2024 campaign, if it goes as appeared. Now, that 86% I mentioned just a little bit ago, if enough of us had a problem with this guy being just released after what he's being charged with, if enough of us rose up, maybe everything would be different. Not going to happen, but something to think about. Trump will take a mugshot Tuesday, and it's possible he will sit in a jail cell for 4 to 5 hours before arraignment. I'll believe that when I see it, and we will see it tomorrow because I'm going to be on here at live. I'll be back live tomorrow beginning at 2 o'clock. This is a recorded, it is a premiere. It's coming off as live, but this is being pre-recorded. I'll be live tomorrow, 2 p.m., and I'll just be buzzing around different portals on the internet, gathering information, and we'll be sharing it. We'll be getting your opinions, all kinds of things. This is from Flower Mound, I believe, in Colorado. And just a reminder that hailstones can get like the size of grapefruit, man. So definitely pay attention if you're in storm areas. You don't have to be a body language expert to understand that Vladimir Putin is not happy with his defense minister, Sergei Shoigu. And I want to play this. This is from Stuart Rhodes, the leader of the Oath Keepers. This is him calling from prison. And this is what he thinks Trump will be indicted for, other than what's already happened.
So I think what's going to happen is a foregone conclusion. They're going to indict Trump again for January the 6th. It's going to be the same charges that they labeled against me. My case and the Proud Boys case, the cases of all the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys they're test cases to work out the charges, work out the methodology, and now they're going to apply the exact same issue to President Trump. And it's just trial balloons for the knockout blow. It's going to be January the 6th.
Okay, so you get the idea from the leader of the Oath Keepers, and that's my fault for not clicking out of the bookmarks for that video. I do apologize, but again, you get the gist of it. And okay, we've already seen this. I want to make sure that we get to see this, so I'm going to pull it out and pop it up.
Give bigger AIDS in your cut hole.
Yeah. Just one example of Nazis.
Give bigger AIDS in your cut hole. Give bigger AIDS in your cut hole.
So just one example of Nazis outside of Disney World this past Saturday. Again, just something to think about. And here's Steve Bannon. He's talking about Bill Barr. Let's go ahead and see if we can listen in real quick to this 15-second clip. And
Bill Barr, you can sit up there and say it's a great case. We're going to shove this up your ass, okay? We're going to shove it up your ass. You are freaking guilty of treason. You're guilty of treason, and Ray's guilty of treason. And Bill Barr, you can sit up there and say...
So Giuliani and Steve Bannon do not think anything's going to come of this, which, you know, they may be right. We shall see. It is, after all, just the night before the indictment. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Again, going to be live at 2 p.m. Real American patriots do not wave the Nazi or Confederate flags. We had 2 wars about this, and you're 0-2. Joe Scarborough, Republican, on Republican officials defending Trump's mishandling of top secret documents, says, quote, "You keep narrowing down your base until you have insurrectionist weirdos and freaks, and that's where we are." Again, the rest of the country, 80% of the rest of the country are extremely upset about the fact that Trump was talking about nuking North Korea with Kid Rock. Here's another one from our very own Marjorie Taylor Greene, our very own Congresswoman galore. And that is sarcasm in case you do not recognize it. She says, dinosaurs is a relatively young word that, if I recall correctly, started to gain use in the 1800s. Before that, they called them by their biblical name, dragons. Some of the bones displayed are real, but others are no forgeries. The land dragons were killed out a couple thousand years ago, maybe a few still hidden somewhere, but ocean dragons still exist. This is why it is important to vote. This is why it's important to know who's running for your office. And just in case you didn't catch it earlier, yes, indeed, out of the ocean in Destin, Florida, a bear came swimming up, as you can see. And how it got there, we do not know. And why are bears popping up everywhere? Log shows that 10 members of Congress attended Trump's meeting to put pressure on Mike Pence to decertify the election results of 2020. Those 10 Congress people are potentially guilty of felonious charges and possibly even constitutional misnomers. Let's just put it that way. And that list is Brian Babbins, Andy Biggs, Matt Gaetz, Louis Gohmert, Paul Gosar, Andy Harris, Jody Heiss, Jim Jordan, Scott Perry, and Marjorie Taylor Greene. Boebert was not allowed to be a part of that special 10-member group. And again, logs showing that 10 House Republicans, and this comes from Axios, just so we know that it is legitimately sourced. 10 House Republicans attended White House meeting on trying to pressure Pence into decertifying. Liam Neeson lists them as traitors. So we'll pop back over, wrap up the bookmarks here with one of my favorite memes. One of my favorite memes of late. And in North Carolina this past weekend, Trump claims that while president, he was on a call with Russia and the Saudis where he pleaded for higher oil prices, saying, and he said this himself in North Carolina, that he needed to make the oil companies some more money. Not to be a conspiracist, but how did all of these fires in Canada start out of nowhere all at the same time? I've watched this for a few days. I've looked at it on a lot of different sites. And there's no lightning, there's no storms. It's just suddenly, boom, fires are popping up, seemingly fairly close to all at the same time, and around a lot of Canada. This is what it looks like outside of Mar-a-Lago. This is what it looked like last night. Again, it is the night before the indictment, and we'll be live tomorrow at 2 p.m. to see what happens. And once again, we showed this last night, but we're going to end with it simply because some people may not be aware that Kid Rock could probably be called as a witness in this trial, and here's why.
Right, yeah. Tweet that out. It's like, I can't add anything better than that. But then it comes out and it's reworded and more political and like, a little politically correct. And I'm like, just being we're looking at maps. And I'm like, am I supposed to be like in on I make dirty records sometimes. I'm like, I do it here.
You didn't think you'd have a hand
What do you think we should do about North Korea? I'm like, what? I don't think I'm qualified to answer this.
It may not be so funny now, but at that moment, Tucker and Kid Rock, we're having a grand old time. Once again, this is the top story. Twas the night before the indictment, and what is going to happen tomorrow? Well, join us and we'll all watch and see, and hopefully justice is served and nothing else happens. I'll be live at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's 1 Central, 12 Mountain, and 11 Pacific. And going to be a lot of media, I know that. If you want to hang out in the chat, you want to talk, you want to get your opinion out, you want to see what's going on, we'll be one of the places doing it starting at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Thanks for clicking on. We'll see you next time.